The moment Dr. Elena Voss found the obsidian shard buried in the Arctic ice, she felt it hum in her hands, whispering secrets no human should know. It was 2025, and her team of archaeologists had been excavating a prehistoric site uncovered by melting glaciers. The shard, etched with glyphs that defied any known language, pulsed with an unnatural warmth. Elena's colleagues laughed it off as a trick of the mind, but that night, as the aurora borealis bled crimson across the sky, something awoke in the eyes. Elena's journal, recovered later, detailed the first night. The team had set up camp in a modular research station, the shard locked in a reinforced case. At 2:17 a.m., the seismograph spiked, though no tremors were felt. Dr. Marcus Reed, the team's geologist, reported a faint scratching from beneath the ice, like claws on stone. Elena dismissed it as wind, but she couldn't shake the feeling that the shard was watching her through the case as glass. By dawn, the first artifact was found, a bone-carved idol, no taller than a hand, depicting a creature with too many limbs and eyes that seemed to follow the viewer. It was half buried in the snow outside the station, though no one admitted to placing it there. The glyphs on the idol matched those on the shard. Elena's translator, Dr. Aisha Khan, swore the symbols shifted when she wasn't looking, forming words in her native Urdu. "We see you." The team decided to stay, driven by scientific curiosity and the promise of a career-defining find. That night, the scratching grew louder, now accompanied by a low, guttural hum that vibrated in their chests. Elena dreamed of a vast, lightless void where the shard floated, its glyphs glowing like dying stars. In the dream, the creature from the idol spoke in her voice, promising knowledge in exchange for blood. When she woke, Marcus was gone. His tent was shredded, the fabric clawed from the inside. Blood speckled the snow, leading to a crevasse that hadn't been there the day before. The team searched for hours, but found only another artifact, a rusted iron dagger, its blade inscribed with the same glyphs. When Aisha touched it, her nose bled, and she whispered, "It's awake." On the third night, the creature came. It emerged from the crevasse under a moonless sky, a mass of writhing limbs and eyes that burned like molten glass. It didn't walk, it flowed, its body shifting between solid and shadow. The team's radios screamed static, and the station's lights flickered as the thing circled them. Elena clutched the shard, now burning hot, and felt it urge her to run. Dr. Liam Chen, the biologist, tried to document it. His camera melted in his hands, and the creature's eyes locked onto him. Liam's scream cut off as his body folded inward, bones snapping like dry twigs, until he was gone. The team fled into the station, barricading the door. The creature didn't attack, it waited, its hum rattling the walls. Elena's journal described the artifact's growing influence. The shard whispered commands, urging her to carve its glyphs into her skin. Aisha, now feverish, claimed the dagger could cut time itself, showing her glimpses of a world drowned in shadow. The idol, left on a table, moved when no one watched, always facing the crevasse. The team was fracturing, paranoia setting in. Dr. Sofia Alvarez, the engineer, tried to destroy the shard with a hammer. The hammer shattered, and Sofia's hands bled for hours. By the fifth day, the creature had claimed Aisha and Sofia. Aisha was found in the crevasse, her body covered in glyphs, the dagger buried in her chest. Sofia simply vanished, leaving behind a note. "The shard knows my name." Elena and the last survivor, Dr. Jacob Nielsen, decided to abandon the site, but the shard wouldn't let them leave. It burned in Elena's pack, heavy as a star, and the creature's hum followed them across the eyes. On the seventh night, Elena and Jacob made a desperate plan. They'd use the station's generator to electrify the crevasse, hoping to trap the creature. As they worked, Jacob confessed he'd been carving the glyphs in his sleep, guided by the idol. "It's not a monster," he whispered. "It's a god." The creature attacked before they could finish. Jacob fought it with the dagger, slicing through its shadow flesh. The blade glowed, time stuttering. Elena saw herself as a child, then as a corpse, then as nothing. Jacob screamed, "Run!" before the creature consumed him. Elena fled, the shard still in her pack, its whispers now a roar. Elena's journal was found a month later by a rescue team, half buried in the ice 50 miles from the site. The station was gone, the crevasse sealed as if it had never existed. The shard, idol, and dagger were missing. Elena's final entry read, "The shard is me now. I see the void. It sees me. If you find this, burn it. Don't look back." Last week, a new expedition reported strange glyphs appearing on their equipment. The aurora turned crimson again, and somewhere in the ice, a faint hum began to rise.